Hey everyone, I am Mike of mikeandtessplay, and welcome back to Pokemon Sword version. In the last part, we struggled but defeated the fighting type gym here in Stow Onside, and then, well, I had a battle with Tess that didn't go well. She's upgraded her team pretty well. And in this part, we're heading on out. I'll look around Stow Onside and see what it has to offer. Sure. That worked. It's a Yamper! And a Sonya. Looks like my Yamper really likes you, huh? Anyway, we've run into each other at a good time. You know the mural here in Stow Onside? It's said to tell the story of the hero of Galar as well. Though that what's there today is actually a replica of the ancient art that used to be here. You tend to have surprisingly sharp insight, so I was wondering what you might think when you see the ruins. Kaboom! It's the quietest kaboom ever. What? What in the world was that? Sounds like it came from the direction of the ruins, too. Let's have a look. Come along, Hamper. I wonder what it could be. Actually, you do wonder at this point because, what? Team Yell just yells at people. They don't destroy stuff. What's going on up there? These guys are... What's happening at the ruins? Such big noises are a great way to get people feeling uneasy. Yes, small child. Yes, they are. And she's just wondering for a gym challenger. Oh. Well, look who it is. Destroy it! Destroy it all! We're going to find those wishing stars. That's a big elephant. We've got to bring the chairman more wishing stars if we want to please him. Caparaja! If you're truly the chairman's Pokemon, then you should feel grateful for this chance to help him find wishing stars. Oh my, you again? So you think that you can start collecting wishing stars now and get in the chairman's favor? That's the way of things, is it? I see. So you do have some cunning in you. But I won't have it. I won't allow anyone to stand in my way. Bede, who is desperate to impress the chairman, is, of course, a notable trainer in his third encounter. Bede, he comes equipped with a super potion, so be prepared for him to heal at some point. And he starts out with here with Duosion at level 32, the evolution of his Solosis. Magic Guard for its ability, Psychic type, with the moves Light Screen, Reflect, Psybeam, and Psyshock. So completely walled by Dark types, and I mean, got a Dark type move. But it's here to set up screens, and I'm... Really? You've seen enough to judge me on my team's abilities off one move? But if it doesn't set up screens, it's still a very strong special attacker, as you can see right there. And it can hit either on the special side or the physical side. So, bring a Dark type and he's easy, but if you don't have one, like I don't, then he can do some damage. But we're going to gain some nice experience there and get 3 level ups. My team's a little unevenly leveled right now, but Ringo's hit 34, 99 HP, 70 attack, 69 speed. Sparky gets a level, and Brooke gets a level. Brooke won't be seeing battle for a while, though. Ooh, going to his ace already. Alright. Yes. Next up, he's sending out his signature / ace Pokemon, Hatrem. There it is. Level 35, so pretty high level. Anticipation for its ability, so it knows I'm going to hit it with something strong. With the moves Dazzling Gleam and Psybeam. So again, kind of his answer to Dark types. Even though I wasn't using the Dark type, so that's kind of strange. But still just a pure Psychic type, so, not a good answer to him. And Chompers hits 34. Wow. Excellent. And Appa also grows to 34. This is going well. Chompers, you know what? Stay in there. You've had a rough time of it lately, buddy. But Bede is your specialty. Next up, Gotharita, level 32, competitive for its ability, with the moves Fake Tears, Psybeam, and Rock Tomb. Again, not much of a threat. Bede is kind of slowed down from the... Really? It barely lived it? Wow. Alright. Then we're going to go with just a headbutt. just to mix it up a little bit. Bam. And we get some experience there. And finally, his Ponyta. You know what? Let's give Appa a little bit of a chance to shine. Yeah, why not? Haven't seen you much since you joined the team, buddy. I have to win this for the chairman. Do you really think I'd let you keep me from everything I want? His last Pokemon is a Galarian Ponyta, level 33, Pastel Veil for its ability with the moves Fairy Wind, Psybeam, and Agility. And let's see what happens when we Iron Head it. Not very effective. Steel type, good on defense. And offense. And you're raising your speed, even though that doesn't matter at this point. Sorry there, Bede. And down he goes. Didn't even use it. Why didn't he use his super potion? Had him weakened a few times. This has to be some kind of mistake. I demand a do-over. No. What? You evolve at 34? End of the Gotharita that he's using. That's so great. Way to go, Appa. Oh. They came over from another region long ago and worked together with humans. Their green skin is resistant to water. Odd that that's not an ability of theirs, then. He's just going to have sheer force still. He's trying to learn Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam is based on weight. And, wow, 102 attack. That's pretty good. And 129 HP. That's, yeah, he's now showing what he's got. It's based on weight, and he is a very heavy Pokemon, so it outpaces Ironhead even with the boost at, like, anything under 300 pounds, I think. So I'm going to get rid of Iron Defense. Ironhead still has the sheer force boost, so it's still going to be useful a lot, but you're not really going to be using Iron Defense anymore. So I thought my starter evolved at 34. That's a different generation. So I looked at the wrong stats. Ah! But why? How can this be? How could someone like you get in my way? I was the one chosen by the chairman. I was the one who was defeated the champion. One of the elite. Someone who could shoulder the future of the Galar region. Challenger Bede. I wondered what you were up to when you asked to borrow the Chairman Rose's Gotharita. I can't believe you'd try to use the Chairman's Pokemon to destroy a historical site. Who cares for some ancient ruin when the next 1,000 years are at stake? Did you stand in the path of a Pokemon Symbol Beam or something? How do you expect to support the Chairman with that sort of thinking? Young Bede. It pains me to have to say this, but I am truly disappointed. It's true that I am the one who found you back when you were all alone. I saw talent in you. You reminded me a little bit of myself back when I was young. That's why I sent you to the trainer's school and gave you a chance at success. But trying to destroy the mural, part of Galar's history, you show no love towards Galar. You are clearly not a worthy challenger for the gym challenge. We will decide what to do with you later. For now, you will return to Hammerlock. Rita's so shocked. You must be joking, right? You're disqualifying me from the gym challenge, but you're the one who endorsed me. There are 100 different ways we could sort this out. Why are you choosing the worst possible option? Challenger Bede, I will be taking those wishing stars that you have gathered. As Bede is disciplined for his actions. Ah, Sonia, and Mike, too. Terrible shame, all this. An absolute disaster. I never wish to see us lose challengers for this sort of reason. Yet we do what we must do to keep things fair and sportsmanlike. You know, during one of Bede's matches, I heard the announcer say that Bede has no family. Apparently it was Rose who took Bede under his wing, and so Bede was battling for the chairman's sake. What an awful turn of events. I hope the mural survived all that. It did not. The little hints of a musical cue. I love that. Little ding as she realizes something. I've never noticed that before. Not a brilliant turn of events, but the ruins were brought into the light for us to see. What does this tell us about Galar's legends? They're Pokemon. Right, more than any hero, there's those things that appear to be Pokemon that stand out. Not just that, but those Pokemon appear to be holding a sword and shield as if they were using them. Anything else look interesting to you? It's the same as the tapestries. There's two people. Oh, good observation. There really were two heroes, but if that's the case, then why only the one statue at the Bede drop in? More than any statue of a hero or old tapestry, these ruins made in truly ancient times must show us the real truth. Which means... both of them are Pokemon! Yep, I was thinking the same thing! Seems like at some point in history, the sword and shield were combined with the two actual Pokemon and treated as the same thing. But then what? They just faded from history? Two young heroes, the sword and the shield were actually Pokemon, but why would the truth of these ruins be hidden when their stories were depicted in artwork? With your help, I really feel like we could make a big discovery here. Thanks, I'll give you a couple of these, so you keep giving it your best in the gym challenge too, okay? Guess you'll be heading to Balan next, right? 2 more revives! Get them like candy here. Anywho, yes, the ruins were covered up, and we heard a strange soundtrack that we've heard before when we uncovered them. But Appa, look at you! You're huge now! But yeah, it's interesting that the ruins were covered. We heard that it was strange. It was like it was a soundtrack we heard very early on. I wonder if that's a hint to something in the future. Probably. Anyway, time to see what you have to buy today. I've got some Stardust for you for 4,000. And do you have anything good? A cracked pot. I already got one of those. I don't need one. But yeah, every time you turn on the game, good thing to see both of them, just to, if it's a day later than it's been for you since you've last played. And I can't believe I've misremembered what level the starters of all that. It's usually like 36, but then, it changes based on the generation. It's been 35. Yes, I can see a red Pokemon. It's been 34 before my brain said, yeah, that's what level your Ringo will evolve, so that's why I thought he did. You can see that my notes when I'm playing this game are pretty limited. It's pretty much just the major trainers and the Pokemon we'll see in the next route. Everything else I'm just like, I'll remember. But anyway, enough about Stow on Side. It's time to enter the Glimwood Tangle. Very interesting area. You can see they're in Bede there. You can hit A on the mushrooms and kind of activate them like I just did. And if you hit A on the purple mushrooms or anyone where you see an Impidimp around it, then you'll activate it and, well, the Impidimp will attack you. But of course, since this is a new area, there are some new Pokemon to be found, and please be one of them. No, you're not. So, yeah, since there are some new Pokemon, they are all found in the grass itself. There are no overworld Pokemon except for the Impidimp that you've seen. Well, Impidimp and its evolution. Ooh, big group. I noticed after I've already seen the item description. Okay, yeah, that's 2 straight in a row that are not new, at least not new to Gen 8. So I'm gonna cut ahead until I find the first of the. Well, there's 2 that I can see. All right, the first new Pokemon that I found here in the grass of the Glimwood Tangle is Sinistee. So Sinistee is a pure Ghost-type Pokemon, and it is a unique Pokemon in that it comes in 2 forms, the only difference of which is the bottom of the cup has there's like an authentic version and like a fake version. I have no idea which is which. Honestly, I'm not sure if I've ever seen the authentic version or whatever. But anyway, there's no actual statistical difference between the two. It's just which item they evolved with. It's like a cracked pot versus a chip pot. But anyway, your Ghost type, it's all about special attack and special defense. It's got a limited moveset. It doesn't have that many options on offense, and it's kind of an odd Pokemon. But still, it's a Ghost type. It's not particularly good or bad, and it does have good special attack, so it can make use of the few special moves it has. So it gets a 7 out of 10 for in-game use. It's a decent Pokemon. And, it's found here in the grass. So there's one more that I can find. Okay, so the other Pokemon that can be found here in Sword version, actually in both versions, is only a 5% encounter, and I've been looking a while, and I just can't get it to show up. So there's a trainer later in the route who has it, and I'm going to be showing it then. But exclusive to Shield version here in the Glimwood Tangle is Valerian Ponyta, who should be appearing on screen right now. Now, Valerian Ponyta can have the ability Pastel Veil. It's a unique ability to it. Prevents itself and its ally Pokemon from being poisoned. Kind of interesting. Starts out as, well, a Psychic type, and then evolves into a Psychic and Fairy type. So, pretty interesting. We've seen it with Bede a couple times already, so you've already seen what it looks like. It's Rainbow Pony. It's adorable. It is a fast, physical, mixed attacker. Just leans physical, but it's pretty good on both ends, and has the moves to kind of take advantage of either side, so you can depending on your nature, you can pick your moves, basically. It's got a big move pool, too. It's got lots of different types that it can learn, so it's pretty diverse. The difficulty with Glarion Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash is that while they're good all around, they don't really stand out on anything, and their defenses leave a little bit to be desired. So, they get a 7 out of 10 for in-game use. Definitely a good Pokemon, but not anything that's going to blow you away. In the meantime, since we've now covered the new Pokemon that I could get to show up, I'm going to be going through this confusing Glimwood Tangle. And I forgot to switch Sparky out from the lead, didn't I? I did. Oh well, it's only a Milcery. Yeah, I always have Sparky out in the lead when I'm looking for new Pokemon because he's my fastest Pokemon. So, I like to be able to run from things while I'm searching for rare Pokemon. I don't think I've seen Acid Armor before in this generation. That actually looked really cool. Oh well done, Sparky. So yes, this area is pretty much the first time that there's been a fairy specialized route in any Pokemon game. Which I really like. I appreciate that. And it's a mysterious forest, and got the mischievous Impidimp running around, and it's full of fairies basically. Just like Shiinotic here, the fairiest looking thing in the world. If that's a reference to another Let's Playing group that I enjoy. Anywho, we've also got... Oh, he's got Sinistee. Yeah, I do also like that oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes, trainers in a route will use Pokemon that can be found in that route, that are new Pokemon found in that route. So, it's a good showcase of, the Galarian Pokemon, pretty often. So, Ringo, you've got a... Oh. Well, you're not a physical attacker, so that didn't really worry me. And nice. Nice little knockoff. Because Ringo, you could use an evolution here. You're kind of it is interesting that at this point, since he's so limited in TRs, it's not that his evolution... Really? You're blocking me? Oh. I've got to get past him, because I believe there's an item past him. Yes, hi, Impidimp. No? I can't get past you? I thought I could. Weird. Anyway, it's dark in here. That's why there's all the mushrooms, to sort of light up the area. You don't technically need to. I mean, you can kind of just bag of bright powder. I like bright powder. You can kind of always see the mushrooms that the Impidimp are hiding behind, as long as you just look before you leap, sort of. And while it is sort of maze-like, it's not too tricky. You just sort of make sure you're always following the path, or at least following a path, and just be on the lookout for items. So, like over there, I see an item. And over here, I see a trainer. Did I not switch out again? Why do I keep forgetting this? This is not like me. Oh. But conveniently, you have what I was looking for and could not find. So, the other new Pokemon found here in the Glimwood Tangle is Indeedee. So, Indeedee is actually interesting. In Sword version, the one I'm playing, you can get male Indeedee, while in Shield, you can get female Indeedee. Now, there isn't too much of a difference between them. They're both normal psychic types. But the male is a little more suited towards offense, while the female is a little more suited towards support. They have slight differences in stats and in moves that they learn. So, the male is a more, blasting away, and the female is more setting up screens and support moves and stuff like that. They're actually very useful and competitive because of their ability to set up Psychic Terrain, which is, I think it's their hidden ability. But in-game, they've got an iffy move pool. They learn Tri-Attack, which is interesting, but other than that, not much going for them. So they're decent, and they level up really fast, so they're good enough to get a 7 out of 10 for in-game use. Certainly not bad Pokemon by any stretch, but not terrifically great ones either. So, if you like it, definitely worth using. I've used one before, and it did not let me down. But, they're pretty rare. You can get them in dens, of course, because you can get everything in dens. But in the Glimwood Tangle, they're just a 5% encounter in the grass. So, you're not going to see one often. This lady here has 2 male Indeedees. So you're not actually getting to see the differences. But I think the ones in Pokemon Centers might always be female. Or they're always I can't really tell the difference between them, honestly. They do look different, but it's the way their hair is, I think, or their ears. I can't tell if that's hair or ears. You decide. But Ringo gets level 35. Now it's between 34 and 36. Somewhere in this range. Times like me reacting sad ways when defeated. Okay, I was off by 1 level. Ringo's evolving! Hooray! And you are now Rillaboom, the perfect drummer. By drumming, it taps into the power of its special tree stump. The roots of the stump follow its direction in battle. I love it. And he learns his signature move, Drum Beating. So Drum Beating is a physical grass move that lowers the target's speed and has 100% accurate. Razor Leaf and you're 95% missing? We're finally getting rid of you. Alright, so we finally have a starter evolved. Ringo, it is time. Well, let me do this before I forget again. But Ringo, it is time to open our bag and teach you some things. Yes, finally, you can learn moves. So we're starting with Darkest Lariat because, well, I like him having some dark coverage, and wow, 100 attack, way to go. And Knockoff, it's good, but there's not a lot of held items in game, so I prefer the extra power. And then, why not give you some really good coverage? Time to get rid of Double Hit and learn Earthquake. Boop. Yes. Excellent. So after all this time, finally, upon reaching his final evolution, Ringo will be able to be a, really good member of the team yet again. It's been a while. Oh! Yes, Morgrem can appear. This isn't the grass encounter. This is the one that was standing on the ledge there. They try to ambush you in places, and they're pretty high level, but they're not that fast, so the ambushes don't really work that often. Luminous moss. Okay. That's neat. And a TM for U-turn. U-turn is obviously a useful move. I might teach it to somebody at some point just to get some free switches in. Well, some damage dealing switches is the real benefit of it. And don't forget to come back here and battle these two trainers. Daring couple. Huh. Neat. Alright, guys. Corellia now has Overgrow. Well, this is not the best possible matchup, but you know what? Let's show off your new signature move. Why not? Whee! I love it. Honestly, it might be my favorite of the signature moves for the starters this gen. They're all pretty... They're all great. Let's be clear on that. But, that's the, weakest fire move you could have used. Okay. I will take it. And Chompers gets the nice easy KO. Nice. It's tough to catch up when Pokemon gain experience no matter what they're doing. Okay. No more forgetting to make switches. And go evolved so he gets to be at the front. I don't think there's any more battles in here, but never hurts to check. As we make our way through the spooky Glimwood Tangle and arrive at Balonlee. It's all mystical and glowy, and there's a gym here. It's deep in a forest, and we'll be exploring it next time. So thank you so much for watching, and next time we'll be exploring the glittering city of Balonlee.